Yay! Hello, beautiful love light. Welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I'm Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master and self-proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. I am so thankful and grateful and appreciative that y'all are here. Welcome to my channel. We are talking about the galactic calendar of time, the galactic matrix that we are spiraling through over and over and over and over, according to the Mayans. We are diving into the energetics of that, what that means for each one of us individually, the energetics that are being brought to the table right now. There is big energy happening. I talked about it on the new day of the new galactic spin, that we are initiating something. This is a very precious time of birthing. And as a mama, I have a unique relationship with the idea of birthing, right? Like first and foremost, the like the seed needs to be fertilized, right? Like so that's a coming together, a union of that divine feminine and sacred masculine right there, right? Like that has to happen first and foremost, like that law of gender comes together, right? To initiate creation. And then it takes time, y'all. Like all of these little teeny tiny unseen things need to start to like bubble and gel and shapeshift and form, right? To create whatever it is. There's this gestation period. And then you have like these moments of, oh my gosh, like it's coming, like holy smokes, like I see, like like first you like feel the first flutter inside of you and you're like, what was that? And then you like actually see the physical like changing of your, and again I'm talking about like human birth, right? Like so this is very specific. But like you see like the first like like your pants no longer fit you, like, right? Like all of a sudden like your pants are too tight, you can't get them up over your hips or your thighs or whatever. And then like all these other changes, right? Like you start to like see the evidence of this growth, right? Or you could talk about like planting a seed in the ground, right? Like you take the seed and you I'm going to say impregnate the soil, right, with that seed, and then you cover it in dirt. Like all this stuff happens in darkness, which is kind of wild when you think about it. Anyway, that's the energy that we're flowing through. We're flowing through this, the energetics of initiation, this like ignition point, right? Like that spark, the spark of creation, the spark of, dare I say, universal fire, as that is our guiding power today. Like there's this spark that initiates, and pretty soon it's like this huge fire erupts. This baby is born. This oak tree begins to grow, right? Like, or I don't know, freaking avocado plant, whatever it is, whatever that like business that you're seeking to grow or job you're trying to get or relationship that is like budding, right? Like all of these things have a point of initiation. That's where we find ourselves right now. And then we have this beautiful, huge, potent, powerful energy with the full snow moon in Leo. The Leo moon was like, I don't want to say messing with me last night, but kind of like, hey, I want your attention. Like as I was trying to fall asleep, like the Leo moon was not letting me fall asleep very easily last night. And I hadn't really sat down to like get a moon message. Like I hadn't done that. Because I'm human. I get in my own like, negative spirals or whatever. And not that it was negative, just yeah, anyway, whatever, life, right? Like life, like we all get tugged and pushed and pulled in different directions. And when I feel low, like I pull back, right? Like I go inside because that is my sacred time where I'm like, okay, like something is wrong energetically, not wrong. That's not the proper word. Something is off inside of me energetically, and it needs and requires my attention. So I do my best to allow myself that space. And so this weekend was a little bit more melancholy for me. And of course it's weird though. It's been super cold and like overcast. And this last weekend the sun was out. It was actually pretty nice, but yet I was like the opposite. Anyway, which is all good. Like I sat with that. I'm still kind of sitting with it, but it initiated something in me. So I have my intention, my initiation point for this 260-day galactic spin. And the day came and, like all the excitement, right, to get started off on the right foot and ended. And the next day I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even do the thing that I was going to initiate. Like, what the heck? And then I didn't do it the second day either. And so on day 3, I realized it and I was like, okay, Jamie, are you going to take this seriously? Like, you're the only one stopping you. Like, there's nothing else in your way. You are the one who wanted to do this thing. So are you going to do it or are you not? And so yesterday I was like, no, I am. I'm going to do this thing. And so I did. In fact, I put in more time than what I set out. Like I was like, I'll just do it for 30 minutes. And then I think I did it for like 2.5 hours, but I started with 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. That's it. That's all I want to do. 30 minutes. And again, that's what we do, right? Like sometimes seeds, they don't germinate right away. It doesn't take right away, right? Like, like even anyway, never mind. My brain. I'm thinking about the like baby and I didn't want to really go there. I'm sure y'all can use your own minds to figure out what I was going to say. But anyway, okay, refocus. So there is big, potent initiating energy. And what the Leo moon came in so like roaringly loud in my inner space while I was trying to go to sleep. Like, I'm tired. Can I just sleep? Nope. The moon wanted to have a conversation with me. And so I acquiesced, right? Because how can you deny grandmother moon, right? Like, my ruling celestial body. Come on, talk to me. And all that the moon wanted to tell me was, be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you truly, authentically are. And so that was the message that I wanted to share, is just be proud of you, beautiful love light, as you are, who you are today. No matter what anyone else says, no matter what I say, any advice that you get, whatever, like take it all with a grain of salt, draw it in. Is it yours? Is it meant for you? What's the message for you? What's the lesson? What do you need to learn? How can you tweak it so that it resonates and fits with you? You do not have to do things the way other people do. In fact, I highly recommend that you don't. Right? Like I'm just here to offer my own experience and ideas. Take them or leave them at will. Really, do you, please. The world needs you. The authentic, real you. Don't be afraid or ashamed to express you. Allow this potent energy to come in and code your heart-mind space, to show you and teach you and remind you of who you truly are. And then be proud of that person. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Now we're going to dive into the galactic calendar. I do want to share with you the best way to dial into your heart-mind space is to create the space for it. If that's something that you want to add to your weekly repertoire, please. There's a link in the description box below to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble where I send intentional. That's the key. It's not that you're not connected to this energy, this life force energy. You are. If you weren't, you'd be dead. You have access to this life force energy. There's nothing that I am giving to you outside of just setting a crystal clear, high vibrational, uniquely coded for you intention for that life force energy to flow powerfully and potently to and through you for your highest benefit. to cleanse and clear, heal and strengthen, balance and align, open and activate all of your energy centers to heal you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically, supernaturally, all of the things. That's really all I do. However, I've carved out this high vibrational, intentionally energetically coded online sacred medicine space for all you beautiful love lights to come every Tune In Tuesday to tune into your heart mind, to allow that opportunity. I share my spin on the energetics at large. On Wednesdays, I do a card pull in there. I used to do them together. I've separated them just for time so that Tuesday is really focused on the sharing of the energetic message and healing. And then Wednesday is what I'm finding to be confirmation of the energetic message. The cards that come up are always like very affirming of what I talked about on Tuesday, which I love. But who knows? Maybe spirit would have a different message some point, and that's cool too. I'm open to whatever comes up. But that's what I do, and that's so now it's not just Tuesday. I come in there Wednesday also. But the cool part is, and for those of you who really truly understand energy healing, this should resonate with you. I send that healing, that life force coded, specifically coded for you energy every day. Every day, I send that energy to that container and everyone in it. And the power of having that life force energy with the intentionally coded thought form of like high vibrational life force healing energy to break apart densities and blockages and just allow your energetics to be free flowing for your highest benefit. For those of you who truly understand the power of that in its just utter simplicity, again, come on over to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble. It will, I really believe that it will impact and affect you in ways that you probably won't even know. Like you'll probably be like, this is stupid, and you'll leave, right? Like, why am I spending this money? I don't get anything out of it. Without realizing that, yeah, you are. But again, that's what I offer. So there, yeah. If it resonates with you, awesome, come on over. And if not, I get it. I totally get it. It's again, it wasn't my idea, it was spirit's idea, and I'm just rolling with it. I'm going to let it go the way that however it goes. And I'm open to that. So that is that. We are going to dive into the Mayan Galactic Calendar and where we are spiraling through time through the lens of Jose Arguelles and his kind of tweaked idea of this Mayan calendar. So we start with a 13-year wave spell. We are flowing through a white wizard wave spell, a 13-year wave spell. We're 4 years in, which is why this year is a self-existing tone. So the white wizard tribe brings in the code keys of enchants, receptivity, and timelessness. The idea behind me sharing these words is for you to hear them, allow their vibrational quality to resonate through your electromagnetic field, and pay attention to ideas, thought forms, associations, feelings that bubble up within you, and take note of them, and then kind of sit and unpack and figure out like why did that resonate with me today? What's the message within that word for me today? So again, those words are enchants, receptivity, and timelessness. And we are flowing through that for the next 9 years, y'all. Those words are going to be coded into every single day of the next 9 years, which is kind of cool. And then this year, we are in the red self-existing moon year. So the red moon tribe brings in the code keys of purifies, universal water, and flow, and the self-existing tone that we actually are under today. So anytime that we have a tribe or a tone that is in duplicate or sometimes even triplicate, that the energetics of these words are amplified. And so those are define, measure, and form. So those are being amplified on this particular day. And just so that you know, like time is not linear, time is radial. We spin around. So whenever you find this video, it is meant to find you. The energetics of it are coded for you, and there's a message in there for you. If you listen to yourself, you don't have to necessarily listen to me. Listen to your own heart mind and what's coming up inside of you. And if you feel compelled to do so, comment. Please share that with me. I really would love to know what these are like drumming up inside of your own heart mind. I would love for you to share that with me and things that you know about these things. I'm a student as much as I am a teacher. I'm really learning about this stuff. It's why I'm just reading from the calendar. I'm seeking to have a deeper understanding of all of this. And what I'm figuring out is that as I'm sharing these messages, like this information is really locking into my own energetic blueprint at a really deep level that I love and appreciate, because I want that galactic code of light to recode my genetic code of life. I am truly actively seeking to build and establish and sustain my light body. That's what I'm seeking. So that's my invitation for y'all too. That's one of the things that we're doing in here is we are piecing together and building and recoding our light bodies for that ascension process that's happening. The Mama Earth her frequency is rising, and we are either going to rise along with it or not. And I want to rise. That's where I'm at. And, but we are each sovereign. We have free will choice, and we each get to decide what we want to do, how we want to be. And so that's also an invitation for you to decide. So let's see. Then we are in a 65-day season. We are in the white northern dog season of heart. That is an opportunity and an invitation for you to explore emotional patterns and your emotional body to learn at a deeper level what's inside your heart. What are those life lessons that your emotions and feelings desire to teach you? I really believe that our emotions are our superpower, and they are here to like draw us into deeper relationship with our highest expression of self, and really like carve out and sculpt that, like the art that that we're here to be, that we're here to express as. So those code keys are loves, heart, and loyalty, which that just reminds me. That was another word that Grandmother Moon in Leo shared with me last night, is this idea of like really being like loyal and true to your own heart. So I wanted to share that. That just bubbled up as a remembrance from last night. We're also in a 52-day castle. We just spun into the red eastern castle of turning. So the idea that came up for me was this idea of like tilling the soil. Like that's what this turning is. It's an initiation. It is what was it called? The court of birth, and with the command, initiate seed. So again, we're in this beautiful flow of initiation. And also, as we came into this red eastern, castle of turning, something that I read, like we also entered the dragon. So we kicked off the red dragon wave spell, but like we're going to be in this dragon genesis mode for 130 days, I do believe. Yeah. So that we entered the dragon 4 days ago. Sit with that, right? Like, what does that mean for you to enter the dragon, right? Like, what is that? And the cool part for me is I was born in under the Chinese zodiac of the dragon. So that's super cool too. And I wonder, I can't remember. I think it's a water dragon. I don't remember, y'all. Anyway, it was a dragon year. That much I do know. So sit with that. Sit with the energetic. What does that bring up for you? That association, right? Like what while we're, tilling and turning through the course of the next 130 days, right? Like what does entering the dragon mean for you? What does initiate seed mean for you? And through that 130 days of the dragon genesis, by the way, we are going to go through another one or two more castles. I think 52, about like 2.5, I do believe. Don't quote me on that though. All right. So that's the red. And then we have the 28-day moon that we are ending. Today is the last day of the resonant moon of attunement, bringing in the code keys of channel, inspire, and attunement. What have you been attuning your vessel to? Today is the last day to gain clarity about what that is, or to reestablish or establish that like connection to the channel, attunement to that channel, right? Like think about the things that inspire you. How can you stay tuned in to that channel of inspiration? And just remember, like this energy is all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. These energies are always available, which is why whenever you find this video, you are meant to find this video because those energetics exist all the time. They're just like some are amplified today, right? Like that defined measure form, those are amplified in duplicate today. But we also have just like more potent energies with all of the code keys, right? Like the white dog, right? Like this idea of heart, love, and loyalty, right? Or love, heart, and loyalty, whatever. So we're in the resonant moon of attunement last day, and tomorrow we turn over into the galactic moon of integrity. We'll dive into that tomorrow. Then we have this 13-day wave spell that started at the beginning, the initiation of the new galactic spin with the red magnetic dragon. Red dragon brings in the code keys of nurtures, birth, and being. We are on day 4. Again, we're in that self-existing tone. So we're 4 days in. We have 9 days left of this red dragon nurtures, birth, and being code keys. What is that? What does that all mean to you? And again, Grandmother Moon, like it was all about like your authentic expression of who you are, which is your beingness, right? Like dial in, tune into that. We have a couple more days of that potent energy. I mean, the full moon energetics are still potent and kicking today, and they will for the next couple more days. So take this opportunity to drill into and call on Grandmother Moon to help you identify like what are you at your essence of self and being, and how can you begin to take those steps to walk out becoming that. What does that look like for you? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? Who are you surrounded by? What are you doing during your days? Really create that picture, whether it's in actual pictures or if you're like me in words, like, or maybe just create the feelings that you want to feel. In fact, that's the most magnetic place to be, is create and generate the feelings that you want to feel in the future right here, right now. Which I did today in my Monday meditative morning. We sat in the space of love and appreciation. It was meditator's choice this morning. You could either choose to be in love or appreciation, and really just allow the energetics of those consciousnesses to really like steep and bathe and fill your energetic space while you're just focused on your breath and really practicing being centered and anchored into those feelings, right? Or you could feel peace, whatever. But today it was love and appreciation. So if you have any interest in checking that out, there's a link to the harmonic.us. I do those every Monday morning, and you're welcome to join us in that space. In fact, I do them live on YouTube, and I don't know if it's an unlisted link because it's only available in the harmonic.us. But I think while it's live, it goes live in YouTube. So if you catch me on Monday mornings, I usually come in here twice. I thought it was cool. I started it at 10:10 this morning because I love repeating numbers. All right, and that brings us to today, the yellow self-existing seed, which seed again initiates seed. So it's really interesting to me that I came in on the red magnetic dragon day and where we spun into the red eastern castle of turning, where we entered the dragon, and the like directive is to initiate seed. So as we spiral through the whole like castle of turning, we actually exit in the yellow cosmic human coded day. But this like 4-day spiral is through, I'm going to tell you, red dragon into white wind into blue night. So white wind and blue night were the 2 days that I did not do videos for. But then I came in on yellow seed, and I personally think that that's super, like, it's on purpose that I came in here on the red dragon day, and because it's initiating seed, like the next video was meant to be this yellow seed video. And here we are all together sharing about these codes and info. All right, so I'm going to read. If you want to get one of these calendars, there's a link in the description box below to grab one of those. If you want to know your own galactic signature, there's a link to that in the description box below. There's a link to the daily affirmation that I'm going to read after I read about the yellow seed and the self-existing tone. And then there's also a link to the Astro Dream Advisor, where I'm going to read and take a deeper dive into the question for the day that we can meditate upon, and a little deeper dive into yellow seed and what that is from the Astro Dream Advisor perspective. All right, so the code keys. All right, yellow is associated with the direction south and the code key of ripen. So again, something is ripening, energetically speaking, today. The code keys are targets, flowering, and awareness. The quote is from Ariel Spilsbury. Quote, "Don't get lost in the entire process of manifestation. Just begin by seeding your heart's desire. All seeds hold the holographic power of their completion." End quote. Yeah, they do. Right? Like if you plant an acorn, it's going to grow into an oak tree. Everything that it needs is already coded into that acorn seed. So cool, right? So, like, don't get lost in the entire process of manifestation. Just plant the seed, y'all. Plant the seed. Seeds represent the miracle of life, symbolic of the living power of potential residing within all of us, waiting to be released into action. They demonstrate the creative intelligence of growth as ordered patterns of natural unfolding, and reveal that majestic manifestation is. I'm going to start that over. My apologies. Seeds demonstrate the creative intelligence of growth as ordered patterns of natural unfolding, and reveal that majestic manifestation is encoded in the tiniest component. Yellow seed invites us to target what we wish to have flourish in our lives. Yeah, what do you want to flourish? It can be that simple. Like, what's going real well? What do you want to amplify? What do you want to flourish in your world? That we may plant seeds with intention and precision. Once properly seeded and given supportive conditions, the natural process of flowering unfolds, bringing its beauty and riches. Our very lives are the gardens of our awareness. By deepening our subtle perceptions, we find that the realm of self-awareness is vast and endless. Each new layer of self-insight facilitates a refinement of perception and therefore action. May the flowering of human consciousness ripen from within. Hell yeah. May the flowering of human consciousness ripen from within. All right. The end quote is from the Venerable Dhyani Yuahu. Quote, "Seed thoughts of peace, moistened by love, tilled by right action, weeds of discord pulled by diligent action. The harvest shall be abundant joy, sustaining future generations. End quote. Yeah, yellow seed, the holographic image of everything it needs. Tone 4, the self-existing tone, those code keys are define, measure, and form. We've been talking about those every day because we're in the self-existing year, right? So the energetics of this tone of creation are amplified today. It is only through the operation of measure as wholeness and order that any manifestation can occur as a coherent organism. Measure, the form-giving principle of energy, is represented by the number 4. And that comes from the Mayan Factor, a book by Jose Argüelles. 4 directions, 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 limbs, 4 chambers of the human heart, 4 sides to the tetrahedron, 4 deliver structure into the 3rd dimension, 4 offers double stability. It provides a uniform foundation which nature's order builds upon. Tone 4 represents the essential role of definition in shaping our lives. When supported with accurate information, clarity is formed and direction revealed. Without verified facts, life may be clouded or disoriented. Plans are weakened when based in speculation or hearsay. Therefore, tone 4 prompts us to ask questions like what, where, when, why, and how. Define specifics. Assess the situation. Unveil the designs. Determine the parameters. Measure possible scenarios. Scheme and dream the structure you seek. The wisdom of tone 4 assists our development by observing that when recipes for creation are recorded, others can then reciprocate and build upon our evaluation, discernment, and formulation. Let us remember that our everyday definitions construct our everyday perceptions, which ultimately shapes our world. That's why words and thoughts are so important, because our everyday definitions construct our everyday perceptions. By functioning as an open system, we are capable of restructuring our perspectives in order to transform our reality. All right, y'all, let's dive into the daily affirmation. It's in the description box below. I define in order to target. Measuring awareness, I seal the input of flowering with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of universal fire. Yeah. All right, day 4 from the Astro Dream Advisor. That link is also in the description box below. What form will my spiritual journey take? What form will your spiritual journey take? Yellow seed qualities. Seed, self-germination, creation, flowering, power of growth, seeding manifestation, fertile ground, gestation, opening, erupting possibilities, and awareness. Yellow seed is the ordered pattern of growth. You in your life are the fertile soil, and the mystery blooms within you through the power of your intention or seed thoughts. Just as the seed contains the hologram of its completion, the process of manifestation follows a natural order. In this gestation process, your intention is quickened by spirit. The charged seed, your true desire or vision, becomes the focus for germination. Okay, y'all, I gotta stop because today we're guided by the power of universal fire. Think about forest fires and how they help the regeneration and birth of all of these seeds that have been dormant, right? Like laying in the forest floor, covered by all of this old growth, right? That's towering over them. And a lot of times what burns is what's dead. It's what needs to be released anyway, naturally, right? Like that's what's like use that you burn what's dead and old and needs to be like turned to ash so that it's composted back into Mama Earth, right? Like let it go. Let all of that old stagnant energy go. Plant these new seeds, let them take root and germinate. Use that universal fire to instigate and that regeneration of life. That was a cool freaking download, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay. So I just had to pause and share that. Where was I? Become the focus. The charged seed, your true desire or vision, becomes the focus for germination. What can you open that will support receptivity and assist the germination of your seed intentions? I'm going to ask that again. What can you open that will support receptivity and assist the germination of your seed intentions? Envision the seed receiving the invitation to grow in the openness of your world. Viscerally feel the possibility of your heart's dream emerging and feel that as often as possible. Your true desires and dreams contain an innate intelligence that can break through even the rigidity of fixed expectations. Planting a new seed, even in the hard soil of old belief systems, can bring unexpected magic and growth. And so can lighting that universal fire to again blaze through and take out all the old belief patterns, right? And just burn them up and allow that regeneration of the new life-giving, life-supporting belief systems that you intentionally construct, create, and hold to as an adult with all of the information that you've gathered throughout your life thus far. Be willing to break open the constraining shells of past patterns, the shackles of belief structures. Call forth your creative involvement with life. This involvement frees and awakens the powerful energy of the life force, shifting your perceptions and experience, catalyzing the manifestation of your dreams. Participate spontaneously in your growth, unrestricted by the illusion of old structures that once provided safety. Again, give gratitude for those old belief patterns and structures. They helped you get here, where you are. You needed them. They provided safety and security for you. Be grateful, give thanks, and lovingly release them. Let them know, like, hey, it's time to take the train and wheels off. Thank you so much for supporting me and keeping me balanced all this time. I think I got it from here. Trust yourself. Beautiful love light. Move forward into the light of new possibilities. Tropism is the tendency to respond or move toward something by natural attraction. Through a code inherent within, a sprouted seed grows toward the light and a sunflower follows the sun. In like manner, you respond to the light of your essence self, opening naturally to the fulfillment of your true nature. It's effortless, y'all. Or it should be, can be. It takes practice. I'll openly admit that. It takes practice. Through your own process of living and learning, you generate and plant various intentions and desires. As your natural growth pattern is catalyzed and awakened, your truth germinates in wisdom, emerging into the light in which all seeds flourish. Thus, as you plant your own truth, more truth comes to light. In this way, you create ever more fertile ground in which to explore and express all that you are. And that is exactly what I want. I want you, beautiful love light, always, always, always to go shine your beautiful, unique love light out into the world unabashedly, unapologetically. Harmonize with your highest expression of self and go be that. That's our messages for today. Those are the messages. I sure do love you and appreciate you for being in this space. If you got value from this and you feel led to do so, click the thumbs up for me. Again, it just helps me to get more exposure, I guess, in here. I don't know. Um, if you think someone else would get value from this, go ahead and share it with them. If you want to, you can hit the subscribe. And if you want to know when I go live, hit that bell and it will notify you. But until next time, beautiful love light, like I said, go shine and know that I just am so thankful. Time is the most precious gift that we can share with one another. And so thank you for being here. Um, until next time, know that I love you.